Hello, 10%ers. This is Michael at Trading Escapes. You can find us at tradingescapes.com. It is time for the recap for the week of January 7th, 2019. We had a pretty good week of trading here. We're looking at the calendar again, looking at our trades, getting an overview here. Then we'll go through each day of trading and see what we got. So on the calendar, you can see we're up total for the week with a total profit of 525. We've had 3 green days, 2 red days. Total profit for the month thus far is 900. Target for each day is 350. So week 1 and week 2, we've surpassed our profit targets so far. You can see December. December was a rough week, but a rough month. But it was the first month that we were trying to trade consistently, trying to trade a plan. So just working a lot of kinks out. The plan for next week. So we've been trading 1,000 shares, right? The plan for next week and for the rest of January is we're going to triple that, and we're going to go up to 3,000 shares. So we've got a little bit of cushion now. We've got $1,200 worth of cushion. Because the losers are going to be bigger, the winners are going to be bigger. So the emotions, the psychology is going to come into play. So anyway, we traded two stocks this month, MU and AMD. We took a total of 11 trades for this week. And again, we had three green days, 2 red days. Not too bad. That 305 red day hurts a lot. It shouldn't have been a red day at all. I believe if we go through the recap, we'll see what happened and how we could have turned it around. And as usual, some of these green days should have been bigger green days as well. And you can say that in hindsight and say, oh, well, every day should have been a bigger green day, but we're saying that from the perspective of trading the plan. Like, what did we do wrong? If we just stuck to the plan, they would have been bigger green days. And we keep seeing that over and over again. And it's one of the things that makes trading difficult, because plans are great, but the emotion, the psychology, you start to convince yourself while you're pushing the buttons that you know something that you didn't know when the plan was made. So it's tough. And it's all about the averages. It's about taking that into account. You're going to have a plan, you're going to have a strategy, but you have to also take into account the emotion, the psychology. You have to be realistic about it. You can never say, oh, I'm just going to trade the plan. I'm a robot. I'm going to trade the plan. It's going to work out perfectly. You're going to use some discretion. And sometimes that discretion is going to benefit you. Sometimes it's going to hinder you. The point is, the more skill you build, the more confidence you have, hopefully things start to lean towards the benefit side versus the hinder side. And that's what you need to have happen before you go out there and blow up your account, kill yourself giving away a bunch of money. Anyway, enough of an intro. We're going to jump into the first day. So we're going to go back to Monday. Monday was a green day with a profit of $191. I believe it was a single trade on MU, and we did not take a trade on AMD. So Monday the 7th. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, it's just an alert from TD Ameritrade. So it looks like I misspoke. Monday the 7th on MU, we had 2 trades. As you can see, we trigger right here on this candle. We took a trade in at 33.74 on the pullback and stopped out. So management was good. We held the trade and got stopped out. So we were down $100 at that point. Second trade, we get in. Second trade, we get in as it pulls back again to the 20, get back in on the same entry, 74, and take profit at 34.05, which was I believe our $191 profit for the day. So management was off here. We should have held this to full profit. So that was an easy win for us that we let get away. There was no reason whatsoever not to hold that to full profit. Oh, you know what? I am mistaken. I'm sorry. Execution on that, management on that was perfect. I forgot we were down. We were already down $100. So we took one loser, and then we took one winner. Both execution perfect, management perfect. So I'm sorry, I misspoke. I need to get myself straight here. It looks like a perfect trading day, and on MU at least, and we were up $191. Now we'll switch over to AMD and see what we had going on. For AMD, basically AMD, we had a trade that we should have taken. We had a trigger here at the $0.50, 1950 basically. We have a pullback. We should have had an entry on this pullback, and 1950, and then we would hit full profit as we peaked out right up in here. So we could have had an additional full profit trade on AMD that we did not take. And just curious, that trade would have happened around 850, and yeah, we were out of both of these trades by then. We should have been paying more attention to AMD and taking that last trade. So for Monday the 7th, the only thing that we would have adjusted is probably taking that trade on AMD at the pullback of the 9. And it should have been, if held, managed correctly, should have been a full profit trade. So we were up 191 for the day. We possibly could have been up 491 with the addition of this trade. Let's move on to Tuesday. For Tuesday, we'll start with MU. Tuesday, we ended up $269 in the green. This is the real tough part. This is it's almost tougher to deal with than a red day in some ways. We had two trades. We had one on MU and one on AMD. Both trades, execution was virtually flawless. We had trigger right here in this candle. We had entry. We had entry here on this candle, and we jumped out early. We mismanaged it. This should have been a full profit trade for a $300 profit. Same thing with AMD. We have trigger, we have a beautiful pullback, we have entry, and then we jumped out. Again, $300 profit. This was a $269 profit day, and it should have ended up a $600 profit day. So Monday could have been a $500. Tuesday could have been a $600. Monday we missed a trade. Tuesday we didn't hold. We mismanaged both of them and jumped out early. So let's jump to Wednesday now. All right, showing Wednesday here for MU. We had two trades total for Wednesday. You know what? We don't need this over here. We had one trade on MU, one trade on AMD. MU trade, beautiful. We have a pull up in the morning. We have a trigger right here, nice pullback. We jump in, full profit trade, $300 profit. Right out of the gate, we're done in the first 7 minutes of the day, full profit trade. AMD, pull up, trigger, small pullback, but we actually got in on the trigger candle as it came in. Basically, at the last second of the trigger candle, we jumped in and mismanaged. It's pulling up, easily hits full profit. Where's it hit full profit? 33. It actually hits full profit in this candle right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-minute trade. We were full profit, and we jumped out early. No reason to jump out. There wasn't anything going on. We didn't even move down another level on the fib. We should have pulled our stop up to break even, held the trade, took full profit. So left another $150 on the table for the day. But all in all, great day. We were up 468, our biggest green day for the week. You got to be happy with that. But we could have made some changes. The one change we could have made is holding this trade to full profit. So let's move on to Thursday. Thursday, we ended up down 305. Now, the live trading video, I believe we were down 206, and I took a fourth trade that you guys didn't see. I took it later. Yeah, I know. fourth trade, what was I thinking? That's just completely ridiculous. Thursday was a bad day. It really was. I'm going to show you why here in a second. But down $305. That's a big hit. When you're talking about we're up. We were up $900 at that point. To take 1/3 of that away in one day, it's pretty unacceptable, and especially the way it happened. So we only traded AMD that day. MU was moving rather slow, and we never really got a good trigger point. But oh, look at this. So we pull down and hit trigger. We get in here at 33, basically right at our trigger level. As it pulls back, we get in our trigger. It's pulling back, we panic and get out. So we take another trade to the downside, panic and get out. Take another trade to the downside, panic and get out. Here's the thing. There's 3 losing trades. 1, 2, 3. So that's at that point we were down $206. This first trade never would have stopped out. The stop on this trade would have been 1 cent above this candle right here. So if we had just taken this trade, execution was flawless on this trade. If we'd taken this trade and held it, we would hit our profit target down here in this candle right here. So before 9 o'clock, we would have had a full profit, $300. And ended the day green $300 instead of red $305. So very disappointing. I can't. Again, we didn't use we didn't manage the trade properly. We executed fine, but management was off. And then, just because I wasn't satisfied with losing $206, I decided that I was going to take another trade way over here to the downside. Who knows why? I don't know what I was thinking. But of course I hold this one for a full loss. So down another $100, we end up down $305 for the day. It really stung. I mean, Thursday was that to have on your chart a $300 winning day and to be down $305 instead just goes to show you that you have to trust in the plan, and you have to trust in your management. Execution. I think we were pretty, except for missing that AMD trade on when was it? Maybe Monday. Yeah, we missed a trade on Monday. I think execution-wise, we were good. All 4 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, execution, perfect. Management's where we fell down. So here again, we're down 305. So we would have been up 300. So we would have been positive 600 on the account compared to where we were after this day. So Monday we left $300 on the table. Tuesday we left $350 on the table. Wednesday we left $150 on the table, and then accounting for the loss, our account, we left $600 on the table today because we ended up down 300 and we should have been positive 300. So that brings us into Friday. Friday was another red day, down $98. Took one trade. We said our max loss for the day, especially after that Thursday that we had, max loss was $100. So we had perfect execution again. This is our right here. I'm sorry. Let me get this right for you guys. Okay. So we see we trigger to the downside here. That's actually not set right. Here we go. We trigger right here. Get in on the pullback. Perfect execution. It just pulled back too far and we got stopped out. So, things are moving a little bit slow today. Here we eventually get a nice pull up here, but we said our max loss was $100, so we have to stop trading. So we would have no changes on that day. We took the trade setup, execution was fine, management was fine, everything was good. It was a red day. It should have been our only red day for the week, $100 loss. And that should have ended the week. We should have been on a happy note. So I'm gonna I'm gonna play a little game. I'm just gonna add up where we should have been compared to where we were. Let's just take a look. I know you probably shouldn't do this, but heck, why not? So we should have had, this should have been a $500 day. This should have been a $600 day. This should have been a $600 day. This should have been a $600 day. And this should have been a -100, which it was. So you can see the difference. I mean, that's a major difference. We went from a $525 profitable week, and it could have been a $2,200 week. And what was the difference? Management. We did miss one trade on Monday, but assuming we took that trade and managed it correctly, it was an easy trade. There's no reason, why we, pull back to the 9, jump in, and take full profit. It's yeah. I mean, there it is. I mean, that's how it works. That's what we're trying to get to. Again, our goal is $350 a week, so we are hitting the goal. We're not doing anything wrong, but we have a lot we can do better. So I hope everybody learned something from this. Hopefully you learn from my mistakes. I'm not saying I know anything to teach anybody anything, but just watching people trade, learning from what they're doing, watching what they do wrong, it gives you ideas to build your own system, plan, strategy, and hopefully, it's a little bit entertaining. I know the videos can get long and cumbersome sometimes, but that's what it is. I mean, we're learning how to trade. So again, we're green, $525. We traded 2 stocks, MU and AMD, and we took 11 trades total for the week. So far in January, we're up $900. Have a great weekend, guys. I'll see you on Monday. We'll be back at it. And what are we going to do on Monday? We're going to manage these trades better. Why are we getting out so early? Trust in the series. We have a series of trades that we're going to take. We're going to take 1 or 2 trades every single day for a max around 10 trades, 10 trades per week. And we need to hold them. Whether they're a loser or a winner, we need to hang on to them. So that's the lesson learned again for this week. Hope you guys have a good one.